and gentlemen.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The mountain has just broken another world record just an hour ago. I mean, I was not here, just got here, so maybe you already explained it. Can you just,
his own world record.
His own world record, exactly, yes. I mean, well, who else is? What's the matter with you today? Jesus.
Still can't count.
So let's hear it. I mean, 28 feet, or what was it?
20 feet, 0.4.
20 feet, 0.4.
Yes.
And it is, what was the weight?
25 kilograms.
25 kilograms. Think about that. So this is 55 pounds.
With one hand.
One arm to throw it up into the air over a bar.
Yes.
And I mean, that is very hard to do. I watched the women yesterday in the World's Strongest Women competition, and it was like amazing to watch that. So congratulations. That's unbelievable. You keep breaking records. Absolutely. It's great to have you here. Larry, it's great to have you here also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's really fantastic. Yeah. So is he going to become one of the next World's Strongest Men?
Yeah, I believe so. If he wants to, he can. And
But don't train him too well, because otherwise he's going to break your records.
That's true. I won't tell him all the secrets.
Now, Arnold,
Well, it's great
before
to
the
see you.
world knew you as Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Olympia, 7 times over, your base is in powerlifting. That's how you started.
Well, I started Olympic lifting, and then because we didn't have a bodybuilding club in Austria, so it was an Olympic club, Olympic lifting club. So we had to join there, and then we had the Olympic lift. And only when you did that, and you competed every other weekend or every third weekend against some other town in Austria, then you were allowed to do some chin-ups and to do some curls and stuff like that. But it was like, first you had to do Olympic lifting. And then we slowly moved into powerlifting. And then, now the gym doesn't exist anymore, but, now there are great bodybuilding clubs all over Austria and all over the world now. This is the great thing. I mean, you cannot even go into a hotel anymore where there is not a great fitness center where you can work out with weights and keep yourself in shape. That didn't exist when I started out with bodybuilding, obviously. So that is part of the success of our fitness crusade, that now everyone is bodybuilding, everyone is lifting weights. It doesn't matter what sport they're in, everyone is using weight resistance training. So this is great. So we have come all the way.
The key thing is that we learn from the failures actually more than from our successes. You have to take risks, no matter what it takes. I took the risk to lift the weight that I've never lifted and to give it a shot. I have to approach the weight with a positive attitude and think about, I'm going to do it. Yes, I may fail, but I'm going to go and take that risk and go for it.
Let's go! Come on!
Let's go! Up! Yes! Nice!
Let's go!
Every man has a wild beast within him. And you gotta be a beast. That's the only way they will respect you.
Don't tell me what the fuck I can't do.
Ah!
that's where you're not willing to go.
Why can't I be the world's strongest man? Why? And there was people around me, the negative people, that said, well, Brian, you can't do that. That's the first thing out of their mouth is you can't do that. Those guys are way bigger and stronger. You're never going to get there. I let nobody convince me that I couldn't do it. Like, you know what? I'm going to show you. And I did it. Those people didn't see the vision. They weren't on board with where I was trying to go. Get them away from me. And that's a hard thing to do too, and that's something that I chose to do. And I, lost friendships, lost relationships, lost a lot of stuff because those people didn't see the vision. If you got a bunch of friends that are, like not going anywhere with their life and they're negative and they have no ambition and say, you know what, I'm gonna make a change and I'm not gonna listen to that person telling me I can't do something and I'm gonna go do it. One thing I said about the gym was, it was always a constant. You know what I'm saying? Like a 45-pound bar weighs 45 pounds, whether you have a shitty day or a great day, or life is throwing you curveballs or throwing you obstacles or whatever. Like, it wasn't all freaking, sunshine and roses all the time. Like, there were days, man, where life didn't make sense and things weren't going right and nothing was clicking and that type of thing. But I remember I could go into the gym and lift some weights, and those weights didn't care if I had a good day or bad day, and they weren't judging me for, they were just there to be lifted. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense to me, and it made, that was always my constant. It was always like, I could hit a dead end or hit a roadblock or whatever in life, but as long as I kept training, something made sense. Like, one thing made sense. I wanted to push myself as hard as I possibly could every single day to get better. I just wanted to push myself. I just wanted to grind. I wanted to get better. I always say it's always about pushing yourself. I don't want to be comfortable. I don't like being comfortable. And you gotta get a little uncomfortable, man, and push yourself outside of that comfort zone, but it'll be worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you really want something bad enough and you're willing to go to that spot, you're willing to grind that hard, right? It can happen. Be great. Push yourself to be great. Like, be that. It's not all gonna be handed to you. Just pour yourself into it.
Come on!
You have to have drive and passion. And then you got to grind. And you got to work. You have to be willing to put the work in, genuinely put the work in. When people aren't looking, you got to be working. You have to go through those battles in the gym, and you have to overcome those hurdles. If you want something bad enough, you can make it happen. And it's probably going to come with a lot of sacrifice and a lot of hard work, but you have to believe that. I don't really care how bad this is. I'm not quitting. You don't show weakness. You don't give up. You don't quit.